7, 6, turkey sandwich, T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, turkey sandwich. It is September 16th. Waiting for the audio to pull in. Ali Oxen Free. LA, are you there? Present. Okay, I can hear me. I can hear me all right. Let me get the survey going. I am here. Welcome in. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. It is a glorious Taco Tuesday, and it is September 16th, 2025. It is not January. It is not January. Why is she just sitting there? Why is she just sitting there? Because I believe this is open to the public. It takes 45 minutes before folks start coming in. Yes, 45 minutes. So if you like to talk to yourself, this what happens. Hi, my name is LA of Elay TV, and I like to talk to myself. It's what I do. It's what I know. It's who I am. I sit around the fire and I poke a stick at the fire and I talk to myself day in and day out, every single day. Let me see here. Let me make a survey. How are you doing today? Meow, meow, meow. And let me get the survey going. Let me put a little coffee in here. Coffee in the heater. I'll be fine after I get my coffee. Let me put I'll be fine after I get my coffee. Coffee, it spells coffee. Coffee. Thank you. And we drove 85 miles, and some of us drove 75 miles to hear this Broadway musical. Yes. I'll be fine after I get my coffee. Let me put must contain. Okay, how are you doing today? I'll be fine after I get my coffee. Looking forward to the weekend. Now that is a good question, or should I say that is a good survey. Let me put some palm trees in there. It's too many. I tell you, it's like it's too many characters. Start poll. I'm fine. Let me put that in here. Bada bing. Now while I'm on this, y'all, this computer is on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see, add option. Must contain 1 to 35 characters. I think that's odd because I'm not using that many characters. Create poll. How are you doing today? Start. Y'all, I'm trying to make the survey and the survey isn't surveying. YouTube, I am live. Let me see. Must contain between 1 and 35 characters. There's summary of AI overview on YouTube. I am trying to make my survey and it is stuck. I know I don't have too many characters. Let me see. Let me see here. I found the error of my ways. Now I shall go and fix my survey. I'll be fine after coffee. Let me fix that. Usually it would shine red. There you go. Start poll. The survey has started. Ladies and gentlemen, the survey has started. Thank you. Greetings and salutations. Y'all, we got to figure out what we're going to talk about today. They're like, what in the children's channel is going on? This is not a children's channel. So, we had to have a meeting before the people come in. What are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about global warming. No, we're not talking about that. It's too serious for a Tuesday. You've already got what you want to talk about in the thumbnail, so why aren't you talking about that? Well, I know that's what's gonna happen, but the thing is, y'all, 10 minutes haven't blown by yet, and I want to not hit them so seriously. And why is your face dirty? Yeah, why is your face dirty? Why is your face dirty? Did you wash it this morning? You've got a scar on your face. It's a mole, you dummy. It's a mole. Look, we got to get it together before people start coming in. This show is not about YouTube. It's about Morning Moo. Morning what now? Morning Moo, girl. How long have you been living with us? Over 5-7 years or something. Yeah. Look, I gotta put y'all down. Y'all go get the coffee ready for me. And y'all sit down and come out when I need y'all to. I don't have time for this right now. It's too early for that. Welcome in. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you so much for coming in. It is time for the Morning Moo. The time right now, my friends, is 5:05 a.m. in the morning. And let me get my other tab set up before we really get into the thick of things. That is a song. Was it Into the Thick of It? Into the Thick of It. Now, when that song was sung, is that Once Upon a Story, or with those dinosaurs? Wow, no one talks about that cartoon anymore. It wasn't called Once Upon a Story, and it definitely wasn't called Dragon Tales. It was called something else, and they had the long-necked dinosaurs, and they went on adventures. The little dinosaur boy lived with his grandparents. I think that's when I really understood the concept of herbivores and omnivore dinosaurs. It was then. So what I'm doing right now, guys, before I really get started, I'm going into my YouTube studio to make sure I have all the settings set up correctly before I move forward. Live chat, anyone? I do. I have it all set. Okay, let me go backwards and get out of here. I'm actually looking for the name of that show. It's not The Never Ending Story. Let me open the tab and find it. Dinosaur Land Before Time. Yes, I got it. The Land Before Time. But I think that's where that movie was sung at, The Land Before Time. Wasn't it, y'all, The Land Before Time with the dinosaurs? Yeah, because it was The Land Before Time. Dang. Let me look that up really quickly as a nice way to get things started. Land Before Time movie. Well, part 1. When did the Land Before Time movie come out? Icebreaker, Land Before Time movie, guys. I have to do an icebreaker. And my icebreaker today is the Land Before Time movie. It says the Land Before Time is not a series that has a movie part 1. Whatever. It is a film series that began with the original theatrical release, The Land Before Time, in 1988, followed by direct-to-video sequels. Well, that is part 1 through 7 or 11, including the first one, The Land Before Time, The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure in 1994. The original film introduces the main characters and their journey to find the Great Valley. Who remembers The Land Before Time? I do. I had the toy. One of them. I think I had Littlefoot, which was the baby long-necked dinosaur, which was the grandson of the the grandma and grandpa dinosaur. I am going to put some dinosaurs in the chat. Shouts out to The Land Before Time. Shouts out to The Land Before Time movie. Let me get dinosaurs in here. I think there's a dinosaur. D-I-N-O. You remember it used to be dinosaur emojis in here. Do you guys still have the dinosaur, access to the dinosaur emoji? Ah, that's the pits. I want to put a dinosaur in here. Well, shouts out to Land Before Time movie. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Move it! Or should I say, move it? Ah! Thank you, thank you. Up to the land before time. It's like I'm in school in the library. Before the school opens, I'm in the library and I'm just chilling. Man, y'all, this is pretty much being on live stream and being my own company. It's basically like I'm at the library before hours, hanging out in the library, just poking around on the computer before school starts. Shouts out to the Land Before Time movies. Put that in there. I tried to find a dinosaur, dinosaur emoji, but couldn't. But couldn't. Emoji is spelled E-M-O-J-I and couldn't. There. So instead, let me put a... If I type in... No, dinosaurs lived in the jungle, right? Oh, girl, get it together. Forest. So back in the past, when dinosaurs were dinosauring, did they live in the jungle or did they live in the forest? Let me find animals. Or giraffe. G-I-R-A. There. So shouts out to the Land Before Time movies. Since I could not find the dinosaur emoji, I put in a glorious giraffe. They should put me in charge of the emojis. Because it seems like they be retiring all the good ones. Didn't there used to be an ice cream cone emoji where it had 3 scoops because it represented the Neapolitan? I think so. Hey Chile, what's going on? Good morning to you. I was just wondering, there's an emoji. It seems like an emoji shortage. I was talking about for an icebreaker, the Land Before Time dinosaurs. And so I tried to find the dinosaur emoji, but I don't think they have that anymore. And then I started talking about the ice cream cone emoji where it was like 3 scoops on the ice cream cone. Yeah, I like that emoji too. It was a waffle cone, so the emoji, the bottom was brown. Then they had pink, white, and strawberry for the, what is it? It was pink, white, and chocolate. So strawberry, vanilla, pink, white, chocolate. Oh, okay, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate on the cone. And I don't see that. Let me look it up. Ice cream cone. Thank you so much for coming in. Today I'll be talking about McDonald's, asking if they are in trouble. And I think they are in trouble. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. ICE cream. Yeah, there's one of them. That's one of the ice creams. I'll put that in there to show the world. Let's see if it'll show up. There's that. It looks more like a banana split now. Yes, McDonald's is in trouble, and I'm ready to see why. I was finished talking about McDonald's for a little while, but then it was on the news, and it said something different from what I normally would see on YouTube. So I'm like, I have to see what's going on. But before I get started, I gotta put cows in the chat. This for cows in the chat is going to be a short one, because I actually want to get to the story. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, it is time for Cows in the Chat. Cows in the Chat is a little segment where here I, Ercerla, aka Elay, on here wants to say, I'm sorry, cows. I'm deeply and utterly sorry for the science people known as NASA and the government people to be placing the blame on you guys for global warming. Global warming. Come on. Why would you do that to the cows? So I sing a little ditty that goes like this. Harmonica, please. Thank you. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Kyle's in the chat. Kyle's in the chat. Kyle's in the chat. Kyle's in the chat. Moo. Kyle's in the chat. Kyle's in the chat. Meow, meow, meow. We've got Kyle's in the chat. Please have your aerosol cans ready because we've got Kyle's in the chat and they're going to be stinking up the place. So they say. I like cows. They are really cute, cool, and fun. If you haven't noticed, why does this girl have so many cows? It's because I like cows. In today's cereal, I have some Fruit Loops. They are good too. Y'all, yesterday the YouTube live stream went on a long time. It was 4 hours, I think. Let me look. Let me double check. I think yesterday's live stream was 4 hours. I don't intend to have the video be that long today. So let me look. I'm looking right now to see how long that video was. Community tab. Nope, that's the wrong tab. Yesterday. Yes, yesterday's video, you guys, was 4 hours, 3 minutes, and 52 seconds. A round of applause. A beautiful round of applause for myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you kindly. I totally appreciate it. Let me get started in here with the YouTube whatchamacallits. So, today's topic is McDonald's. Is McDonald's in trouble? And unfortunately, I think they are. What made me want to talk about this in the first place is because, as I was telling Chile, who came in about 5 minutes ago, once again, thank you for that. I was letting Chile know that when I was actually watching TV on the news, they talked about it. And I'm like, what do they do now? Because I thought this whole situation with McDonald's bringing back the value meals, which was dumb. They shouldn't have never took them away. Anyways, I thought it was going to be all wrapped up and tied in a pretty beautiful bow, right? But no. On the news, they were like, well, McDonald's is in trouble again. And that's all I needed to hear and see. I'm like, what could they possibly be doing now? McDonald's is on an upcoming event. Upcoming event meaning they're doing their value meal rollout. Their value meal rollout started this month, leading the charge with the Big Mac value meal. Now, I looked up the Big Mac value meal, guys. And I'm like, it's got the Big Mac sandwich, it's got a drink and fry. And I'm like, I hope that is going to include a large fry. When I Googled it, it was like a medium fry. So do you think, my first question is, do you think the Big Mac McDonald's value meal with a Big Mac sandwich, medium fry, and medium drink is worth $8? I think I would easily forfeit my $8 to McDonald's if it was a large fry. I took it as kind of a diss to us and a slap in the face because to me it's like they're still trying to be cheap. If they had that as a large fry, I would honestly be like, did somebody say McDonald's? I would quickly do the math. I'm like, okay, it's 3 of us, $8, $16, $24, whatever. I want to have a good day. Here's my $30 to you, McDonald's. What's going on, Tarsus? Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. I am currently talking about the McDonald's value meal. I'll have you know they started the first value meal, which is the Big Mac sandwich, medium fry, and medium drink. I sincerely think that they went wrong with that. The fry should have been a large. And why not make the drink a large too? But that's giving too much. That's how corporate thinks. Nonetheless, I am looking forward to November because I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that's when they're going to have the chicken nugget meal come out. I like chicken nuggets. A all the chicken nuggets. Yes, yes, yes. But thank you for coming in. I typed in, is McDonald's in trouble? And we are about to find out. Let me scooch my tabs and stuff over. Move over there for me while I put you over here. Scooch it over. I am getting things set up. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for coming into the morning move. Morning mood, and it's already Tuesday. Where did Monday go? I know where Monday went. I spent all day yesterday hanging out with you guys. Tarsi said, I agree. For that price, the fries and drinks should be a large. Exactly. With no hesitation. With no hesitation, I would surrender my glorious hard-earned $8 over to them. But when I read what comes with it, on at least over here in this state, it comes with a medium fry, and I'm like, I don't think I want to do it. So you know what, I'm gonna take a page out of Hercules the Shark's page and go back to Wendy's and keep getting biggie bags, because at Wendy's you get a drink, you get a burger, you get a 4-piece McNug, and you get a fry for $5. And then if I get 3, I'm getting all that food for under $20, and you can make it stretch a mighty long way. Thank you, AI Overview. Today did McDonald's get into trouble? Yes, McDonald's is facing a significant trouble, marked by declining sales and customers traffic in the U.S. due to economic headwinds. Thank you for coming in, Ian. Good morning to you. I like how corporate likes to make their transgressions, issues, and/or problems sound so nice and fluffy. Due to economic headwinds, including inflation and consumer anxiety about the economy, the company is responding with discounted promotions. But faces an uphill battle as customers perceive a lack of genuine value and increasingly opting for grocery stores. That's the truth. I was just saying that. It don't seem like they really care about us. Because if they did, they would have made the French fries a large. But they're not doing that. The situation is particularly dire in the U.S., with the company reporting its worst sales decline since C-19 pandemic. Wow, so McDonald's sales went down due to C-19. It would make sense because right before that, DoorDash was still out, but people were still out and about minding their own business. Like, DoorDash who? DoorDash what? DoorDash where? I can just drive myself, or, carpool with a gang and go get a sandwich. But yeah, I understand that. Here are some key issues. Ooh, that's a nice size list. Y'all, it's nothing like getting into nice topics in the morning that's not messy, like getting into actual human people's gossip. I'm getting into McDonald's gossip. Hey, what's going on, official YouTube India? Cow. There you go with the cows again. Greetings. Thank you for coming in. I watched your videos yesterday. They were good. Thank you for sharing that. I don't know if I did comment over there. Hey, good video. Once again, it had a lot of good energy. It really made me happy. I had it on loop for a good minute because it was just really a happy video. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for coming over. Thank you for coming in. Good work. Keep going. I saw you. I saw your work. And here come the Funkos. What have you done, official YouTube India? Here they come. Oh my gosh, it's YouTube India. Hey, I saw your video. You were dancing. sit down. I saw your students, because I saw so those are your students. They did a good job, and in particular I pinpointed out the girl because I talked about the shirt. The shirt was so pretty, and the green pants, and collectively the energy overall. I love the energy, which is why I had the video on loop. The video has so much energy. It made me happy. It was like I was watching actual flowers dance. So congratulations, you're doing a phenomenal job. They're all happy over there. Hey! I am currently talking about McDonald's and how they are facing issues. I'm like, whatever. All you have to do, McDonald's, is just lower the prices. Just lower the prices. Very good. She's your best student. She's doing a good job. Hey, best student. Thank you for sharing the video, and once again she did a good job, and collectively everyone surrounding her all looked like they were having a good time. The vibe showed that there is not that type of unnecessary toxic pressure to get the dance steps right, dang it. So I believe that's why everybody was having a good time. Yes, I do. It's the same handle. It's Elay TV, and it's probably got a 1 after it, but I still use the same picture. All the pictures are primarily the same, so it'll be easy for you to find me. Yes, I am on Instagram and TikTok, Tumblr, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Take your time. Thank you for considering me. Thank you for thinking of me in that way. Y'all sure do a lot, man. Y'all really don't even have to. I appreciate you guys so much for your support. It's amazing. It's amazing. Saddam, I hope I didn't say her name wrong. She's cute. Thank you guys. Her outfit was awesome. Let me put some happy faces in the chat for you. Where are they? First of all, let me put music notes in the chat because you guys were rocking it over there. If you guys are interested to watch her dance video, all you have to do is click on official YouTube India right now, and the information will come up to see if you want to be directed to her channel or not. And it's a dance video, and it's happy. So that's what we're talking about. If you guys want to be filled in, I'm putting in happy faces to you right now. That's why I'm looking over here. Yay! I am happy for you. I am happy for you. Uh-oh, that's a sad face. And then Tarsus is recovering from an illness. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I fell under the weather too last week. I started feeling really funny the last video I made, and sure enough, I came down with something. I'm sorry. I hope you're recovering. It's something, as usual, over here the harvest season is coming and weather changes, so you know, we're bound to catch something. I hope you're recovering really soon from your illness. Tarsus, I'm sorry about that. Please get well soon. Thank you for sending my family and I warm wishes. You know, when I was under the weather, I'm pacing myself right now because I don't want to push it too much neither. Wow, I'm sorry, Tarsus, you are feeling under the weather. I'm gonna give Tarsus some flowers. Let me get Tarsus some flowers, y'all. Flowers. Flower. I'm looking for some digital flowers to send to you. Let me see what we have in here. Flowers. I want to send the flowers where it's a bouquet, but they might not let me. Oh, there they are. Tarsus, T.A. I am sorry that you are sick. That you are sick. Please get well. It's really nice talking with you guys like this. So, yeah, I put Tarsus, I'm sorry that you are sick. Please get well soon. You have not been on. Yes, I noticed. I thought maybe you were taking a vacation. So I don't ask when people are missing from the sector. I have a life, so that means you guys have a life. And you don't have to explain yourself when you miss or not. It's not, it's not that serious. But definitely, I noticed you weren't here. I just was like taking time with the family. I didn't know you were under the weather, though. Please get better. While you were gone, I had a subscriber or cool peeps from this time last year come in, and he gave a praise report basically that he's getting better. He's been super sick for a long time, like this time last year. So he gave an update that he's getting better, so I'm so happy about the turnaround. Thank you so much, YouTube India, for following me and for your support. I just saw your comment. I'm looking on both monitors to make sure I don't miss anything. Y'all, this is a nice moment right here we're having. I'm hanging out with the cool peeps and catching the vibe from you guys. Thank you for sharing with me how you are doing. Thank you for expressing how you feel, because I really do care. And you already know what time it is based on the energy. Prayers are already sent out to you guys and everybody who comes in, regardless. So I'm rooting for all of you collectively. I want your businesses to be a success. I want your families to be a success. I want you guys to be in good health. And while you are under the weather, I hope you find all the lessons that you need in this time of being still. You guys, let me put some more flowers in the chat to just celebrate you all. Isn't that something? What a turn of events. You guys are welcome. You're welcome, Tarsus. I'm so happy for you. Are you already getting better now? I am super duper happy for you too. Thank you once again, official YouTube India and Tarsus, for kicking it with me in that moment. Hey, that's what it's all about. Thank you so much. That y'all don't know how much that made me feel really happy too. Thank you so much. Welcome into the morning mood. You never know what we're going to talk about when we're kicking it with the family, but the sole topic of it all is McDonald's. But once again, it's about hanging out with the cool peeps, seeing how everybody's doing, being comfortable under our umbrella of artistic style, and just having a good time. I am kicking it with my cool peeps. I have my cereal, Fruit Loops. I had Fruit Loops yesterday. I finished the whole bowl because I was on 4 hours yapping and carrying on about the general insurance. And today, I wanted water. It's probably because I'm a little dehydrated. I woke up and it's like, LA, get some water. Get some water today. So I'm getting water today. And it's spot on, just like coffee. So I'm listening to my body. My body's like, get some water, girl. Put the tea down today. You can have it after. And it's working out. Oh, some burger and fries. Hello, burgers and fries in the Heezy. Shouts out to burgers and fries. I'm gonna put some burgers and fries in here too. I'm a coffee. You remember in school when we were super tiny, like first grade, kindergarten? They were like, stop copying off of me. Oh, she's copying off of me. Burgers and fries. And I'll put one cow. Burgers and fries followed by one cow. Get in there, cow. C-O-W spells cow. I know that for sure. C-O-W. There's my cow. Get in there. It's loading up shortly. Woo! There we go. Burgers and fries in the heezy. Burgers and fries in the heezy. Guess what? I found the parrot one when I was looking for another emoji. I'm gonna put it in there. Parrot. P-A-R. There he is. I found the parrot emoji. She found the parrot emoji. Yes. Okay. So let me get back to the topic. Here comes my other moderator. Here he comes.
LA, you need to get back to the topic at hand.
Leave me alone.
Look, I'm just doing my job. Hey, Tarsus, you're in the chat. I just found out you're under the weather. Get better soon. I know you'll be better soon. Get better soon, man. We don't want good people down. Who else is here? YouTube India's here. How you doing? Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Please be seated. That was kind. I think he's getting attached to you guys. Now, back to McDonald's. Back to McDonald's. Is McDonald's in trouble? Yes, they are. And here's some key issues as to why McDonald's is in trouble. Key issues: economic pressures, declining sales and traffic, consumer value concerns. That's the one I'm stuck on. No, they can give us a large. They took away supersize from us. They just taking away everything. What's wrong with these people? Let me turn this light down. There. And intensify promotions. Now, what? Let me start from the top. Key issue number 1. Economic pressures. Rising inflation and general economic uncertainty are dampening consumer sentiment, causing customers to pull back on spending. Declining sales and traffic. Of course, McDonald's has experienced a notable decrease in U.S. comparable sales and a significant drop in store traffic. Y'all just told me that. Tell us something we don't know. Customer value concerns. Customer value concerns. I normally do McDonald's breakfast and it's no value for the price. It sure isn't. I think with the value sandwiches, the value meal should come with 2 breakfast sandwiches at the minimum and a hash brown. That's what it should be. No questions asked. Whatever sandwich you get, as far as the value meals, the sandwiches should be 2 sandwiches and a hash brown. That's the base. And it should be like, if you get 2 sandwiches and a hash brown with the large drink, maybe $4.20. Because with the tax, you want to know that if I have a $5 bill, at least I can get this. You want it to be simple mathematics. But will they ever get the memo? Yes, I agree. 2 sandwiches, 2 sandwich hash browns and coffee. Ooh, that sounds so good. Isn't it great to be an adult? You get the miracles of coffee. I'm going to tell y'all something that's funny. I saw this year 2 precious children. They were actual children, and they were drinking coffee. I watched them make the coffee, y'all. They were by themselves, unattended. They were at the coffee machine, and they poured more than 3 creamers in the standard size styrofoam coffee cup and so much sugar. I was like, oh, those kids are gonna be wired. They were already wired, and they were just pouring on the sugar. I'm like, why not just unscrew the sugar container and just stick it under the coffee thing and just walk away with that. Oh my gosh, I tell you guys, It was a shame. My heart went out to those children because all of that coffee was just filled with sugar and creamer. The coffee was nowhere to be found. It was a sad shame. I don't know how they fared for the rest of the day, but good luck to the parents on that day. On that day, exactly. Being an adult, you get the luxury of coffee. I filled my thermos up all the way to the top with coffee as a special reward to myself, and it was so rewarding. I carried the coffee around with me during the portion until I carried the coffee around with me until it was empty. So that was a few hours time. It was so peaceful and rewarding, y'all. Especially for you, Tarsus. I don't know if you thought of it before, but my older sister, no, I actually shared this idea with my older sister. And I was happy because I know that was something that she actually used and applied in her life. So that made me happy. It felt more important to me when I was able to help her. You get this here because she was always sick. She was always sick because at that time in her life, she was working way too much. And so, when you work a job way too much, you run yourself down and you get rugged and you weaken your immune system. That's why she was always sick. So at that time, I suggested to her, since she decided to still continue to go to work, I'm like, what you do is get one of these puppies right here and you put chicken noodle soup in it. So at least you always have your liquids with you and you have access to food. Because as much as she was working, she was in some type of manager position. And so I'm like, at least you have something with you to eat. Because sometimes when you're under the weather, granola bars is not it. I want a soup of some kind. So I recommend to you, if you haven't already, fill this puppy up with some delicious soup, tomato soup, and have a sleeve of crackers with you. Look at this. Cargo shorts, cargo pants. I love them. Get you cargo pants, have your sleeve of crackers in your cargo pants, have your tomato soup or your chicken noodle soup in the thermos, or heck, just broth water. Some broth water. Have your cracker sleeves, and wherever you go, your snacks will follow you. And it's so comforting. It is so comforting. And if you want, have like a comfort blanket around you. It is the best feeling in the world, because us as adults, life do go on, and sometimes when we're sick, we cannot take off as many sick days as we would like because stuff has to still get done. But having this with you everywhere you go, some hot tea or some hot chocolate or some soup, it's like a mini vacation. Yes, Tarsus said chicken noodle soup has been helping me out a lot. It's a miracle, isn't it? Y'all, it's something about the simplest things that make life carry on so well. Life carry on so well. I'm glad to hear that. Chicken soup. Let me look for it. I'm going to put a chicken, 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 and I'll put soup, SOUP, spell soup. Let me see. Well, I don't see it, so let me type in bowl. BOW. There. This is the closest thing to chicken soup. Yeah, exactly. Chicken soup. There you go. And you have the chickens. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. I agree. I like chicken noodle soup. I have here, in reference to more key issues as to why McDonald's is in trouble. It says, consumer value concerns. Customers are increasingly finding the perceived value at McDonald's lacking. I definitely agree, leading them to reconsider their spending habits. Oh yes, I've definitely reconsidered my spending habits. When am I not restructuring my spending habits? It fluctuates, I have a little extra, I can go somewhere and do a little extra. It's just as simple as that, McDonald's. And if I don't have a little extra to go out, mama's cooking at home. The McDonald's bacon is so paper thin, they should put 3 slices. Yes, it's like the bacon dissolves now. It's like Listerine strips. It's bacon strips though. It's like, why even bother? You do better just sticking the plastic knife down into the, when you drain off the bacon and put it into a tin canister or a bowl or something, a ceramic bowl, and when you come back, the bacon is all solidified. They better off this sticking the butter knife into the solidified bacon fat and slapping it over the cheese and the bread, because you'll get more of a bacon taste with that than the paper thin bacon pieces. What's going on, Derek? Good morning. McDonald's, yes, I've been hearing that since a child. I've been hearing that for a long time. Yes, my friend, I've been hearing that for a mighty long time. When I first heard of it, it was in the form of memes. Before YouTube was really YouTubing, it was like in the meme sector. What can I say? Heaven help the air. I like Big Macs too. And speaking of, that was the first value meal McDonald's led with today. Or should I say this month. They led off with their value meal being the Big Mac meal with a medium fry and a medium drink. I believe in November, that's the one I'm waiting on. It's the 10-piece McNug. Ooh, I like chicken nuggets. But for the life of me, I don't understand if they're trying to save us money. Why are they releasing these value meals out? A new one every month. Now, that's what the schedule said a couple weeks past. Drooling. Are you drooling? Yes, the Big Mac is all of that. It is good. But I can say, in honor of McDonald's, the Big Mac will have a special place in my heart because McDonald's was number one. That was the first fast food restaurant I was introduced to as a little bitty child. But I like Burger King. But just because I favor Burger King the most doesn't mean I should not talk about McDonald's, right? Hey, what's going on, Genesis 88? My mom always said, we got McDonald's at the house. Oh, eye roll. Tell me about it. How did you feel about that when your mom was like, no, we can have McDonald's at home? Anyways, did you get the backhand of correction when you did that or said that? Or did you just hope for another day and hope that day that came, you were actually going to McDonald's? Oh, rallies and checkers. Look, I like the rallies and or checkers wrapping paper. I like it so much. At least the last time I went, it actually had the checkers on it. I like the rallies paper so much I can keep it and reuse it and wrap up little gifts in it. It's cute. It's black and white. It's like the racing stripes. It's really cool. It's festive. And the paper bags too, if they're not so greasy. It's not every day when I will go to checkers and or rallies though, and I get a greasy bag. So if you cut the paper bag down the line and open it up, you got nice paper to work with. You can wrap it up into a present. It makes a great scratch paper too. If the bag is non-greasy, cut it up into 4s and then you put it by your telephone. Yes, I said telephone. You put the reuse rally bags by the telephone for scratch paper. Hey, that's why trees love me. When I get out of the car, trees gathering around me and give me shade on a hot day if I'm parking far away in the parking lot. So my mom's burgers were good though. See, now that's the saving grace of it all. So it wasn't really any horror stories in reference to that, because it was like, well, at least my mom can cook. I would like to light a candle to all of the, I'm going back in time, to all of us in the time when we were children, like this tall. Alright, when we were this tall, and the parents did not cook so well. I would like to light a candle to those people who had parents who did not cook well, but heaven knows they meant well. And they said the tragic word, we can have McDonald's at home. It's like, no! What have I done to deserve such punishment? I just want to go to McDonald's. Let the weeping begin and cue the tiny violins. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was a sad day. It took me back to a dark place in my life. I didn't like when my mom made burgers. It was not the same for me. Texas is finally getting White Castle. Shut the front door, the back door, and the side door too. And if you have great grands, shut the cellar door too. Really? Y'all, he just said Texas is finally getting a White Castle. Thank you. The White Castle always reminds me of Super Mario Brothers. I always pretend in my mind when I go past the White Castles, like there's the Super Mario's building. Wow. Yes, the Rally's paper you're right. I thought of that, but I didn't say it out loud. The Rally's paper, it do match my suit. Burgers, exactly. Burgers on a slice of bread. And then if you put too much ketchup and mustard on it, it's a wrap. And I always did. I always oversaturated my sandwich with too much ketchup on one side and too much mustard on the other. And then when I put my burger down after applying the ketchup on one side, I would turn it over. And then for some reason I would get sidetracked. Maybe I was going to get my drink or something. But when I would come back and pick up my burger, it would be a hole in my sandwich because, like, the bread would get stuck to the plate and all that ketchup and stuff I had on it. And I still had to eat it. It's like, no. I'm like, I'll just wait till tomorrow and eat. You bet not. You need to eat today. I don't want them people coming around here. What people, mama? Just eat your food. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all, this whole live stream is turning into something else, and I'm having a good time. I'm gonna look on the other monitor because I don't want to miss you guys' comments. Let me go back. My mom is Mexican. She was a great cook. Well, lucky you. Man, my mom was, she had her good days. Dun, 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 dun. She had her bad days too. But she meant well. As I grew older, I understand why things were the way. I understood why the things were the way they were in the kitchen. Hi, Mama, if you're watching, but I highly doubt she is. Moving forward, man, your mom is a good cook. Tarsis said, I wish Australia would get a White Castle. I've been writing them. Well, keep on writing. What can we do to get. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Every time I'm talking about restaurants over here, y'all don't be having stuff like that. But it's got to be something similar to it, though. I am crying for you. I weep for you that y'all missing out. But I'm quite sure it's vice versa. Y'all have something awesome over there that I wish we had over here. Ooh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Derek said, growing up in the Chicago area. The Chicago area. I just assumed great food was everywhere. Me too. I thought so too. That's how I thought. I'm like, if I got it, they got it. We all gonna have the same food. Let's join together.
Hand in hand,
People of the world, join together. We have the same food as you.
if you got it, we got it. Yeah, let's go to the other state and get the same food. I'm like, what do you mean you ain't got no Sonics? I drove here knowing it'd be a Sonics over here.
And then I get in the car and drive backwards from the state I was at, who don't have a Sonic, and I'm driving backwards back to home. That's how I be feeling sometimes. My mom would use a little mayonnaise on the bread for grilled cheese to make it. Ooh, I've heard of that one time. And I'm glad you brought it up. So I'm going to read it again so I can try to keep my thought processes together. 88 says, my mom would use a little mayonnaise on the bread for grilled cheese to make it crispier. I've heard that one time in my life on a cooking show, like a Cooking Network show, and it had so much going on at the time because I had the cook show on in the background. I heard someone say that, and I wanted to run into the living room and catch what she said about, tricks of the trade that'll help around the kitchen so you can have crispy or anything. That's what it was. So thank you for sharing that. My mom would use a little mayonnaise on the bread for grilled cheese to make it crispy. Yes. Y'all, it's nothing like having the cook show on in the background when you're around the house, especially when you're cooking. Now, you may not be cooking what they're preparing, but it sure is nice to have it on. It's like you have extra people in the house hanging out in the kitchen with you. Derek said, I like grilled peanut butter. Do you put banana slices on it? Don't that sound good, y'all? Can you just imagine that? I can only imagine a PB grill today. I can only imagine a PB grill today. Hey, I can only imagine. Ooh, powerful. That sounds really good. I like grilled PB, and it's just a great snack. Yeah, it's a great snack. Wow. I found myself back on here talking about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches again. It never fails. See, I'm supposed to be sticking to the topic at hand.
And that topic is McDonald's, LA. Stick with the script.
Please sit down.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I see you in the comments chatting it up. Thank you.
Hey, girl, hey. This is Bella Swan from Twilight. That's my girl. But sometimes she interjects when I don't want her to. Look at her outfit. Ow, sit down. But thank you for y'all comments about the wonderful food and stuff. We definitely got sidetracked. Shouts out to peanut butter and jelly. I know they don't have a peanut butter and jelly, but I know they have a peanut. So I'm going to put a peanut in here and put a sandwich in here and put sandwich. There it is. Watch me put this in here. Bam, peanut butter and jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah. Y'all hear that one song? It was from the Jonas Brothers. It wasn't Nick Jonas, was it? It was one of the Jonas Brothers after he grew up. He sang a song with Tinashe, Jealous. And at the end, he said, I still get jealous, jealous. Well, I'll be like,
I still get jelly, 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 jelly.
and sometimes I walk around the house. And I just say that to make everyone laugh, or when I'm cooking food. I'll be like,
Jelly, 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 jelly.
they're like, dog. Tarsa said, I need to go make some food. Excuse me. I don't blame you. All I'm doing is torturing myself because all y'all in the chat's bringing up all this wonderful food. Rallies, White Castle, homemade food. Thanks a lot, guys. Wow. The survey, since I'm over here, let me see what you guys have in the survey. How are you doing today? I'll be fine after coffee. 40% of my cool peeps said that. And then I look forward to the weekend. 60% said that. Cool. What's going on, Chile? How you doing, Chile? The cool peeps and I are having a great time. We are just hanging in here like cool people do, like how we were in high school, kicking it in the free hour or on lunch. We were talking about random foods from White Castle. 88 said Texas is finally getting a White Castle restaurant. I was floored. I'm like, as big as Texas is, you would think that White Castle would have all of the restaurants there. But no, he said Texas is finally getting a White Castle's restaurant. And then they started talking about Rallies, Checkers, and then I went on and on about talking about how I like the wrapping, the wrapping of Checkers restaurants products and how you can reuse the food wrappings. Y'all, thank you for coming in. We just been kicking it and having a good time. This is how it's supposed to be. I wasn't even expecting Tuesday's morning mood to be this type of a vibe, but we are all vibing today. I am really loving it. Derek said instead of the McRib, we should have the McJerk chicken sandwich. I've heard a few people in my lifetime say that. You know, it's like, how come you guys don't have stuff like that? Because in our country, not only do we incorporate our foods on the menu, we have you guys' food on the menu. And it has to be true, because when I saw a few documentaries, like, let's say, McDonald's overseas, I will see, like, our food on the menu, but they'll add something special to it that's home from their country. And in addition to that, they'll have something on the menu that's representative of their culture. That would be tight if they did do that. I would be definitely here for it. So check this. We got to combo this, okay? So if we go to McDonald's and get the jerk McChicken sandwich, I will have to go over to Taco Bell and pair that with their fries with that. Are you with me? What fries? I will have to get the Taco Bell fries to go with it. Or if anything, the Rally's fries to pair with it, because they're seasoned. You know, they're like seasoned to some type of perfection that's different from McDonald's. McDonald's, you have the salt. It's something about that salt. It might be something about the grease they fried in. But I had to zoom on over to Taco Bell to get the fries to go with my sandwich. Ooh, happy birthday. Dun, 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 dun. You know the food is good when you stand up and start singing. Let me get a sip of water. Thank you guys for coming in. What a great day. So I had to participate in the survey. I am unable to physically vote in the survey, so I had to type my answer down in here. So let me look here. Looking forward to the weekend? I am looking forward to the weekend. So let me put that in here. For today's survey for me, computer is on 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. Let me fix this. It's on 1, y'all. So I am going to push that button, and can you please let me type my answer in, computer? No, I'm not gonna let you type your answer in because you're having a good time and I want to have a good time too. Computer, you are a part of this. How can you not have a good time? I'm actually typing on the computer. You are the computer. So let me put today's survey. In today's survey, I vote for. I'm looking forward to the weekend. FORWARD to the weekend. Meow meow meow. Yes, I am. And I'm going to put a palm tree after that. And let me fix that. I vote for I'm looking forward to the weekend, and my answer will be loading up. So today's survey, I am looking forward to the weekend. It's Tuesday, we're almost there, and I'm helping y'all power through, or should I say power move your work week here on Elay TV. I am the cow, and it's Taco Tuesday. We had tacos yesterday. Not today. We're gonna have something different today. Sometimes it just work out like that. I be wanting tacos not on Taco Tuesday. I be wanting tacos like not on Taco Tuesday. I tell you. Moving forward. Moving forward. I'm gonna put some strawberry cows in the chat. NASA people, can you please give us some strawberry cows since you're going into the science lab leashing out everything under the sun? You might as well give us a strawberry cow too as a peace offering. I would love to. Wouldn't that be so pretty to see cows on the range? We have your black and white cows, your brown and white cows, and then you have the pink and white spotted cows for strawberries. That'd be so cute. And then we'll have the cows be together and be like the Napoleons. The cow quartet. Oh my gosh. See? That's how you create. That's how you make this world a happy place. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be the sweetest thing ever? Shouts out to the cows. Y'all know I like cows. They are so adorable. And they look at you with that one eyeball. Moving forward, for one reason why McDonald's is, quote, in trouble under key issues, intensified promotions. Now, this is what have me curious about. How can you be in trouble for intensifying promotions? Well, we're about to see. The company has resorted to heavy discounting, such as the extended $5 meal deal and buy one, add one for $1 promotion to attract customers. They shouldn't have let it go. That's corporate for you. Company response. Let's see how they respond. Value menu and deals. Value menu and deals. McDonald's is relying on value-oriented promotions and deals to win back price-sensitive customers. And now they insult us. They say we're price-sensitive. How dare they? They say they need us and then turn around and say we're too sensitive about the prices. Well, when I grew up, I knew times would change and prices would too. But never in my wildest dreams would I have thought to see a $32 anything from McDonald's. Now, if I walked out of McDonald's on a good day when before prices got too crazy, with $32 worth of food, I was feeding my whole family and a couple of staff members too. If you do it right. How dare they say we're price sensitive? The gall of it all. It's like, how can people be so disconnected? They need us. And then turn around and say we're being too sensitive. That is sick. So I want to read that again. McDonald's is relying on value-oriented promotions and deals to win back price-sensitive customers. You can have it. Menu item reintroduction. That's how that word looks. Now, I hear the word reintroduction or reintroduce all the time, but it's rare for me to see it written out. Because even in the books, I don't see that word. What books are you reading, LA? Never you mind that. All you know is I don't see that word in books when I read it. Reintroduce is REINTRODUCED. Tell me something. The company is also reintroducing popular menu items like the snack wrap. I didn't know they discontinued the snack wrap. You can put a snack wrap in your cargo jeans and slip it into the movie theater. That's one of the go-to movie grabs. But since I haven't been frequenting McDonald's, of course I wouldn't be up to breast of what's going on with their menu like that. My family and I have been heavy with Wendy's because they've been constant with the biggie bags. That's just what it's been. Chile, man, I tell you, McDonald's is tripping out. And I'm a little saddened about how they're talking about us. Had the gall call us price-sensitive customers. Of course we're price sensitive. It's us who are fueling you. Literally and metamorphically. Dun, dun. The company is also reintroducing popular McDonald's feeding us donkey meat. The company is also reintroducing popular menu items like the snack wrap and McCrispy strips to boost appeal. Industry context. McDonald's is not alone in its struggles. Oh, now they want to band together. Get behind me, Satan, aka McDonald's. Now y'all want to lock arm and band together? McDonald's is not alone in its struggles. Other fast food chains. Meow, meow, meow. Shouts out to 2 Chains. Other fast food chains, such as Yum Brands, owner of KFC and Pizza Hut, have also reported weaker than expected sales. Cue the parrot. Weaker than expected sales, including the broader trend in the industry. The industry, you mean Hollywood industry? Because that's the only industry I know. So that means you don't need us. Go on back over there with your fancy friends and have them have a $1 million luncheon so y'all can pull y'all rich people money together to save McDonald's. Go have a $1 million brunch, wear fancy clothes, and be like, I am the McDonald's Lord. I run and all McDonald's across the galaxy. And I'm asking you rich, fancy people to contribute to help save me. By you buying these $14,000 salad plates, all funds, except 45% of them, will go back into the McDonald's chain to save me. Well, save us. Sure. Each one teach one. They say poor people don't know how to delegate money. I said it's the rich people. I'm reading their floor plans right here, and it looks like a failure. $37 for a McValue meal. Value where? Is this another cow situation where they're placing us precious cows for the impending doom, the alleged impending doom for the end of the world? They blame it on the cows, and they blame the misappropriations of funds on the poor people when it's really the rich people. Yeah, I think it's that. Drive the car on past that. Vroom, get out of the way. Customers are increasingly shifting towards home cooking and grocery shopping as a more affordable alternative to eating out. You don't say. Now, if Mama could only remember what a pot, a pan, and a skillet is, I think we'll be getting somewhere. Not my mama. Tommy, what, Mama? I know you went to school today. Did they tell you what a pot and a pan is? Yes, Mama. Show me so I can make y'all something. Just Google it, Mama. Dang. So I gotta teach you everything. That's how it's looking like in 2025. The children are now teaching the parents. So what did you learn today, girl, in school? And I say to myself, what a wonderful food. And I say to myself, what a wonderful food. Thank you. Thank you. Digital roses in the heezy. You know, when I remember to, I like to put roses in the chat for myself after singing a profound song of such magnitude. Only here on the Elay TV platform is where you'll get an entertaining cow randomly or sporadically singing offbeat songs in the form of a cow, in the voice of a cow. I am sending digital roses to myself as an encore. Y'all want more digital roses in the chat? Oh, you shouldn't have. Shimmer, murmur, murmur, murmur. Shimmer, murmur, murmur. Shimmer, murmur, murmur. Murmur, murmur, murmur. Welcome to Cow Cafe. Thank you. Please be seated, you fine people. Welcome into the morning mood. It is 6:17 already. It's like I just pushed start 10 minutes ago, or maybe 7 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm about around that ballpark. It seemed like I just pushed start 7 minutes ago, and we are already over an hour into this, and I haven't really said much about the topic, or have I? Or has she? They have down here a deeper dive in AI mode. I'm still wondering if McDonald's is in even more trouble than this, because the way the lady said it on the news last week, it sounded like McDonald's was in some other kind of trouble, and it didn't have anything to do with the value meal. That's what I want to look for as I scooch the tab over to be able to read this. It's gotta be something else. Ooh, y'all, the list is long. AI overview is messy. It's like, you want messy gossip about something aside of just talking about real people, which is wrong. I've got the juicy gossip here. Here are all the details about McDonald's LA. I'm like, hey, what's going on with McDonald's, ChatGPT? Let me get my coffee ready. I need to know everything. Now, that's how I like to mingle with the crowd, you know, talk about stuff like that. I don't want to sit around the table talking about people like that. Let me look over here, y'all. I really thank you for your support. I'm going to put some strawberry cows in the chat. What's going on, Chile? You are hanging out with the cool peeps because you're a cool person. Thank you for the... Ooh, thank you for the lure. Let me see here. This is awesome, y'all. I'm having a good time. It just don't make no sense. I had no idea that the chat was gonna go this way, but it should be expected. So some of the things in deep dive overview may sound a little repetitive, aka redundant. Hey, shouts out to the thesaurus. But in between the redundancy of it all, it slips in other information that we need to know. So I'm going to start from the top and see. So thank you, AI overview. Is McDonald's in trouble by way of deep dive overview? While McDonald's is not in dire trouble, comma, it is facing significant headwinds and a challenging economic environment. The company has acknowledged these difficulties, which have resulted in its largest U.S. sales decline since the pandemic. Here are the key issues McDonald's is currently facing. Economic pressure on consumers. High inflation has squeezed household budgets, causing both lower and middle income consumers to reduce their spending on dining out. Many are shifting to cooking at home more often to save money. See, now it says middle class. So it don't seem like they cared about us at the bottom, because now it's just talking about, oh, now the middle class is affected. We have a problem because it's going to start reaching us. It's not going to reach y'all. Not like that, but it's going to reach y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're going well. Drop into like and drop some strawberries and some cows. I know that's right. Thank you for coming in. I know you are having a good time. Be safe out there on the road. Folks drive crazy. Wow. Shouts out to all my hard workers in the chat. People who are family oriented, who have their head on straight, or who want to put their head on straight and screw it down tighter. These are for you people, the cool peeps, who want more out of life than just running a hamster wheel. Thank you for coming in and having a good time. Y'all, I am reading about McDonald's being in financial trouble. Hey, you are welcome. And thank you for the support and the strawberry cows. I like that so much. So we have here backlash over pricing. As you all know, that company has faced consumer criticism and a social media backlash over its recent price increases. While the company has rolled out new value meals, these have mixed success in bringing customers back. Yes, because they're not constant with anything anymore. And that's a sad, salad shame, because if you aren't consistent with your menu, over time people are going to fall off, because that's what fast food restaurants were about. Consistency. You know what you were going to expect, and that's what was comforting about a restaurant. There wasn't going to be inconsistency. You knew when you went to McDonald's, you knew you were going to get that wonderful smell of their combined smells of food and drinks and coffee. You knew what was going to be on the menu. You knew exactly about how much you were going to spend, and all the food was going to taste the same. The only issue you will have with McDonald's is maybe they forgot to add something in the bag, or the food was a little too cold. Those were the only issues you were supposed to experience with, let's just keep it with McDonald's. But now the menus are changing so much because they're so scatterbrained, of like, oh my gosh, this didn't work for 2 days. Let's rip it off the menu. Let's raise the prices because we want to, basically. There's no consistency in the menu anymore. Widespread sales decline. In the first quarter of 2025, that's this year, y'all, McDonald's U.S. comparable sales dropped to 3.6%. The worst performance, they keep saying, it's the worst performance since the pandemic. They keep stopping it right there. But McDonald's was changing way before that. I don't like how they're trying to bogart and change history. McDonald's bin was changing before that happened. it started losing its luster and joy in the family feel a long time ago. It started to look like a vampire place. So I don't want to hear anything about that. Global sales also fell. This trend reflects broader economic uncertainty and cautious consumer sentiment. Ooh, here's something new. Weight loss street pharmaceuticals. The rise of GLP-1 weight loss like Ozempic and Wegovy possesses a long-term risk. What is this? Analytics predict these street pharmaceuticals could reduce overall consumer spending on food, disproportionately affecting fast food chains that cater to mass market consumers. Oh, did you hear what they just said? Or did you hear what I just read? AI overview. YouTube, I am just reading what AI overview said. And no, I'm not throwing AI under the bus. It's saying McDonald's is blaming the fact that these weight loss medicines are out here dampening McDonald's sales. Now, that is crazy. That says a lot about McDonald's. So in other words, it's like McDonald's is blaming Ozempic and Wegovy for the decline in sales because people are losing weight and getting health conscious. They're blaming it on them. And then it said this. Analysts predict these pharmaceuticals could reduce overall consumer spending on food, disproportionately affecting fast food chains that cater to mass market customers. So basically what they're saying is they are losing the fat people because they're getting on Ozempic and Wegovy and they're not eating as much. Well, if that's the case, jump on the bandwagon and applaud them for making healthy choices. Celebrate them and bring back the dang salad. Hello. Wow. Bring back the salad. Celebrate with your consumers to keep them with you. They don't think like that. Uh-oh, LA's bringing out her ink pen. Yes, I need to write a side note to myself. Does McDonald's blame Ozempic for decline in sales? That's something. Does McDonald's blame Ozempic for decline in sales? I'm writing that down. Now that's a good question, and I'll put the date on it. Today is 9/16/2025. Y'all, we are in the middle of this month already. Where did September 1st go? Oh my gosh, international boycotts. In some parts of the world, McDonald's has been negatively impacted by boycotts over its perceived stance in the Israel-Palestine conflict. McDonald's, what have you gotten yourself into? Oh my goodness. Increased competition. The fast food market is becoming more competitive, with many rivals also offering value deals to attract budget-conscious customers. Yes, McDonald's, if you stayed tried and true, I don't think there would really have been any more restaurants springing up like that. But since you guys have been dropping the ball for more than 12 years to me, maybe 16 years to me, it opens the window for more people to want to come in and change it and fix it for our sake, so families can go out and have a good time. You know, it would be nice to be able to take the family out for a drive in the car, go get a bird, you know, McDonald's, you're making it for us to not to be able to do the simple things in life. Counterpoints to concerns. What is it? Counterpoints to concerns about McDonald's stability. Counterpoints? So is this a whole PowerPoint presentation here with McDonald's? Did AI Overview just set up a mini PowerPoint presentation? I'll take it. I'll take that for $1. Copy and put that in here. Let me read this here. Scooch that over. It says here, anticipated recovery, semicolon. McDonald's executives have stated they anticipated the first quarter of 2025 to be the most difficult and expected momentum to build throughout the year. Whoa. This is September. We are well into the fourth quarter, which is the last quarter. And y'all just now rolling out the lower prices of value meals. Y'all missed the ball. Big time. Y'all should have been doing this January 1st of this year. Now let's see if you guys can hold the line and see if you can start anew January 1st. Let's just start it over. Brand strength. CEO Chris Kazimski has pointed to the company's long legacy of innovation and agility. Where? When? Expressing confidence in its ability to weather through market conditions and gain market share. Well, as much as McDonald's has been complaining that we aren't happy, the consumer aren't happy with the prices, and y'all pretty much pleading and begging for us to come on back home. It don't seem like y'all doing a good job weathering through tough market conditions. It seems more like y'all weeping through tough market conditions. You tell us small people to just grin and bear it, toughen it up. Well, it's y'all time to grin and bear it and toughen it up and lower these prices for the people. That's the solution. $9.95 for a sandwich. Just the sandwich. I'm like, where the H is my fries? Fries come separate. When? As I eat my cereal. Brand strength. Brand strength. I read that. Strategic incentives. McDonald's is implementing new strategies to address its challenges. These include adjusting value meal offerings, returning popular items like the snack wrap. This is not what I'm looking for. They keep focusing on that the big issue at hand is value meals. It's not just the value meals. It's something deeper going on with McDonald's. Let me look. There is something more going on with McDonald's, and it's not just the value meal. I'm looking. Man, tell me more.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Y'all have to rebuy the Grease movie, or should I say the musical? Cause I had Grease movie on VHS. I need to buy the Grease movie on Blu-ray. Let me look. Growing competition from grocery stores. Here's something. I asked if there's something more going on with McDonald's besides the value meals. It says here, erosion of value perception. For years, McDonald's has been synonymous with value, but recent price increases have damaged its reputation. The company is now struggling, to convince customers that its food offers the best deal and its attempts to roll out new value menus have been inconsistent, yes, and less effective than hoped. Internal and reputational problems. Customer satisfaction declines. Thank you, AI Overview, for finding this. You're welcome. We're friends. Dun dun. Many customers complain that the dining experience has gone downhill. I totally agree. It's not the same. It's an icy restaurant now. I don't feel the family love in there when I do go in there. It's nice. What makes McDonald's nice now is people that I'm with, which is what it's about. But what I'm saying is, when I will go into a McDonald's in the past, not only did the environment of being in McDonald's, the atmosphere was electric. Was it electric? It was, because they had the TVs, they had the color, they had the theme. It just felt like the place to be, to hang out at. And you didn't have to be overly fancy. McDonald's in the past, I felt okay there, because I knew that if I saw snobs coming in there, I'm like, they knew full well, hey, this is the the middle class, the lower class turf. This is where they hang. This is where they hang out. So I felt cool. It just seemed like McDonald's started to cater to a more higher fancy people and a higher clientele. So they stripped away all the artistic feng shuis of McDonald's that made McDonald's a place for creative people to hang out. And they catered to the vampire corporate people. Bleach the walls, make them whine, make it look so boring. So yeah, customer satisfaction declines. Many customers complain that the dining experience has gone downhill. Factors include inconsistent service speed and personal interactions due to kiosk and menu complexity that can slow down kitchen operations. E. coli outbreaks. An E. coli outbreak in the late 2024 linked to contaminated quarter pounders damaged consumers' trust and temporarily hurt sales in the United States. Did y'all hear about that? Ooh. And that's the value meal y'all want to lead off with this month. Corporate always hire the wrong people. That's why this world is folding in on itself. Folding in on itself. Ethical and political boycotts. McDonald's, what have you done? In some parts of the world, McDonald's has faced boycotts over its perceived stance in conflict, which has contributed to declining international sales. Separately, the activist group, the People's Union USA, organized a boycott in the U.S., citing issues such as tax practices, labor relations, and environmental impact. McDonald's is in big trouble. Tarsus is back. He went to make a buffet of food, because all we've been doing is talking about random foods. Nice of you to join us. So, Tarsus, what do you got to share with us? You got any leftovers? Hey everyone, Tarsus is back and he brought leftovers. Don't say that. You don't know that. Sit down. Excuse her. He's got leftovers and he's gonna share. Sit down. Never mind her. Welcome back, and I hope you had a marvelous meal. Welcome in. Thank you. You are with the cool peeps, and we are kicking it, talking about McDonald's and anything that comes to mind. This is where the cool people hang. Pull up a chair, grab a snack, and welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. So McDonald's, y'all, it's more than just these value meals. It seems like McDonald's is using the value meals as a deflection of what's really going on behind the scenes. Did you know that McDonald's is in trouble with the People's Union of USA? How is a restaurant in trouble with the People's Union of USA? Well, they organized the boycott in America, citing issues such as tax practices, labor relations, and the environmental impact. Y'all, McDonald's is in trouble. Have you ever seen a McDonald's close? Unfortunately, I've seen Burger King's close. Breaks my heart. But as I lightly think over, I have not seen a McDonald's go out of business. I want to see more information about this. Let me type why is McDonald's getting boycotted? Why is McDonald's getting boycotted? I don't know if boycotted is a word, but I'm typing it in. First of all, that's not a word. I'm like, excuse me, AI overview. Just embarrassed me all over the internet. Thank you very much. Thank you for the compliment. Why is McDonald's getting boycotted? Here's your answer. McDonald's has been boycotted for several different reasons. What?
McDonald's has been boycotted for several different reasons. Oh my gosh.
Sit down. Including its perceived stance in the, I don't even know if I could say this word, but McDonald's is in big trouble because they're having some issues overseas. How can I say it? I'll say it one time, and hopefully you'll follow with me. I cannot lead in fear. McDonald's has been boycotted for several different reasons, including its perceived stance in the Israel-Palestine conflict, y'all, and for rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion incentives. I didn't even know McDonald's did stuff like that. I just thought McDonald's was a blanket statement, and their blanket statement was for the people, common people. Supporters of, I have to read this. Supporters of Israeli military, a boycott campaign supported by the pro-Palestinian boycott, divestment, sanctions BDS movement began in late 2023. This was sparked by the McDonald's franchise in Israel. Elay Ltd. Announcing it was providing free meals and discounts to Israeli soldiers and aid workers. That's a beautiful thing to do. That's what McDonald's should be doing over here. It's like we say, they lose their way when they get corporate. I think that's a beautiful idea. So you guys, there's a franchise in Israel, according to AI Overview. It announced that it was providing free meals and discounts to their Israeli soldiers and aid workers. That's beautiful. Negative business impact. McDonald's in America, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Negative business impact. This action created significant controversy and led to a backlash, especially in the Middle East. In Muslim majority countries. I didn't know it was this heavy, y'all, with McDonald's. The company's CEO acknowledged that the meaningful business impact was hurting sales. That's trash. So McDonald's is upset with the McDonald's overseas giving away free food to their soldiers because it was hurting sales. I feel physically sick. McDonald's in America, shame on you. Yes, that is really awesome for them to feed them. McDonald's, this is much bigger than the value meal. there is something that's the something that's going on. And it continues here, guys. Franchise independence versus corporate image. McDonald's operates on a franchise system. And the corporate entity does not own or operate all international locations. So if that's the case, what are you doing nosing around over there? Leave them alone. However, the controversy and subsequent boycott still damaged the parent company's global brand image. In April 2024, McDonald's announced it will. In April 2024, McDonald's announced it will buy back its Israel franchise to take over the country's 225 restaurants. I am so sorry. That's dirty. Because once upon a time, guys, I saw my future working for McDonald's. This was I think it was before SpongeBob SquarePants. I saw my future at McDonald's. I love the opportunity at that time that McDonald's provided, how you can work up the ladder and possibly own your own McDonald's and go to McDonald's school and all that. So having said that, for McDonald's to take away 225 restaurants from the Israel franchise because McDonald's feels some type of way, it just put me instantly in that mind of the people over there who had the same vision as me, owning a McDonald's or just loving McDonald's and wanting to work there and serve people and bring smiles on their faces and serve happy food to people. To just snatch that away from them, that hit home, because it's like, what if that was me and I finally made it and I have my own franchise McDonald's and something I'm actually proud of, and then McDonald's feels some type of way because how I run my franchise, because I'm giving away value meals to people who are fighting for me. And just in general, what if I want to open my McDonald's franchise up and one time out of the year I want to dedicate all my funds to go pour into my community, but McDonald's is like, oh, you losing money, so we gonna buy back what you worked for? I will be so frosty. So yeah, McDonald's is really acting nasty and it's showing its fangs. And this is what is not, to me, is not circulating in the news. What's going on, Nathaniel Gilbert? It's the morning moo. That's why I'm up so early. Getting you fine people, my cool peeps, up on their way. Shame on you, McDonald's. There's more. Boycott over DEI rollbacks. Led by the People's Union USA, a grassroots advocacy group called the People's Union USA organized the nationwide economic blackout. Wow, did you guys know that? In June 2025, the boycott called on consumers to not spend at McDonald's for a week and follow similar actions against other large corporations like Walmart and Target. I didn't know about Walmart, but I knew about Target. Wow, this is bananas. I had no idea that McDonald's was a part of that. Once again, I thought McDonald's was just here for the people, for the community, for middle class and lower class people, just to provide them a place to hang, a place to chill, and to bring food home to their families. I had no idea of the undertone. Rollback in DEI policies. The boycott was triggered by McDonald's decision in early 2025 to scale back some of its diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI incentives, citing the evolving landscape around DEI. The company stopped setting measurable goals for increasing diversity in senior leadership positions. Wow. To me, McDonald's pays so much money, at least over here. Boy, they pay so much money. I don't know why people complain about working at McDonald's. They get a lot of money an hour. Man, only like 8. So sad. Wow. Yeah, over here we're getting I think we're pushing past the $12 mark. Let me double check. But when I looked on the billboard, they raised the prices some more and it actually stated the price. Let me check again. How much are McDonald's employees getting? And let me double check. Yeah, so McDonald's employees vary significantly by role and location, with hourly pay entry-level crew members averaging around $11 to $14 an hour. In September 2025, while managers and specialized positions can earn significantly more, potentially reaching $20 to $30 or more an hour. For example, Indeed shows an average of $21.74 per hour for a team member. Yeah, because we're getting, last time I checked, it was like 12 something, and that was a couple years back. That's a lot. That's a lot of cash an hour for working McDonald's. Honestly, you get a uniform, they give you 1 free lunch, and it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed work, because unfortunately with the turnover rate, with how there's a stigma of flipping burgers for a living, you're gonna be guaranteed the hours if you're flexible like that. I think it's a very good job. It's an honest living. Cannot go wrong with it. So yeah, when I was working at McDonald's, I think the pay was like still at $5 or something. So official YouTube India. Thank you guys for pushing the like. Thank you guys for supporting the stream and pushing the like. Thank you for your support, official YouTube India. Oh, 8 likes. Yeah, sometimes the likes fluctuate. I'll put it in the thing. I get it now. At first I thought you were talking about the pay, but yeah, the pay is going up a lot. I used to work at McDonald's, and man, if we got the pay back then, jeez, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I think when I started working at McDonald's, the pay was about $5 and something. So it says here, in addition to the DEI rollbacks, the group protested other corporate actions. These included accusations of tax avoidance, price gouging, worker exploitation, and suppressing workers. Suppressing workers' rights and union efforts. The group's founder said the protest was about corporate accountability and resisting the increasing political influence of large corporations. McDonald's, what a shame. Black franchise involvement. A group of black former franchisors who are currently suing the company over alleged discriminatory practices also voiced support for the boycott, adding further pressure on the company. McDonald's is feeling the heat all the way around. McDonald's response. We have a McDonald's response, guys. Let's see what it says. In response to the DEI-related boycott, McDonald's issued a statement calling the claims misleading and asserting its commitment to inclusion and remain steadfast. So let me read that again. In response to the DEI-related boycott, McDonald's issued a statement calling the claims, quote, misleading and asserting its commitment to inclusion remains steadfast, end quote. For the Middle East boycotts, the CEO stated the company was experiencing a meaningful impact from misinformation. However, the company's decision to buy back the Israeli franchise signaled the seriousness of the issue. Wow, that's heavy. Thank you guys. I see the hearts in the on the on my laptop over here. Thank you so much. They look really cute. You guys, once again, I am so sorry that they took y'all McDonald's away. I hope that you have the I hope for all the 255 franchises that were snatched away from the McDonald's owners in Israel, I hope they find a way to still live their dream, meaning to open up their own form of a McDonald's and make it happen. That hit home. I am so sorry that they did that. McDonald's, how could you just do that? That is so sad. McDonald's, I am not loving it. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. See, I knew there was something more going on with McDonald's. And it got to the point while I was doing this live stream that it started to seem repetitious. Repetitious meaning they were just focusing on that McDonald's issue was the value menus and decreased sales. But there's a whole nother reason why McDonald's is facing decreased sales. I didn't know they were a part of the DEI program, so they cut that. So that made a lot of people feel some type of way. They went overseas and snatched away 25 franchise restaurants from another country because the McDonald's didn't like that the franchises overseas was giving away value meals to feed their soldiers and steep discounts to their customers. McDonald's was like, they didn't like it because they were losing money. How can you lose money for something like that? And McDonald's is in trouble with some African American people. They feel some type of way. I don't know what in the heck happened with the black franchises, but I'm about to see what is happening to the we're about to find out, because I aspire to have one. So keeping it in that perspective, just think, if I pursued that dream and it happened, would I be hitting, rock bottom financially now because McDonald's is feeling some type of way? It just makes my heart break for these people who actually have dreams of making an honest living, working in a restaurant, working their way up. It's a beautiful thing, the simplicity in that, because I still see myself being with my family. That's one of the things that I do like about working for a fast food company. I don't anymore, but in general, working at a fast food restaurant, you still get to see family come in there. You still get to interact. You still get to engage, and you can bring your family into it if you want to. Tarsus said they always did free meals for defense and the police. It was subsidy. They didn't lose money. Exactly. So why are the U.S. McDonald's saying that they are and snatched all those McDonald's away from those people? So stingy. It's just like little kids, basically. When you're growing up in elementary school and you have, let's say it's your birthday, and you pass out your snacks and stuff and everybody gets a cupcake, and then a student will leave their cupcake on their desk and they'll go wash their hands at the sink. They come back, their cupcake is gone. Like, somebody took my cupcake. I did, and I wanted it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Finders keepers. It's kind of like that, a childish move. It's a childish, selfish power play, basically. I don't want you giving people free food. It's good morale. What goes around comes around. So here it is, I typed in what is happening to the black franchises with McDonald's. Several groups of Black McDonald's franchises and former franchises have taken legal action against the company, alleging systematic racial discrimination that denied them equal opportunity and forced them out of the system. I didn't know that. The lawsuit described a pattern of policies that regulate Black franchises to less profitable restaurants in high-risk urban areas and provide them with less support than their Caucasian counterparts. Well, I get that, but the fact of the matter is, from my lens, if that's all they are doing, I get it, and that's bad for me to say if that's all they are doing. But if they put the Black people in the Black communities, it's kind of like we're catering to our people, and we could be able to relate and build a community in the area and find a creative way for your franchise to put systems in place to make your people in the quote urban community feel better when they're coming into a high risk environment. So I feel some type of way about this a little bit, about the Black people complaining that they're getting placed in the hood and an urban McDonald's. Work together to make it work. They're still giving you an opportunity to make something happen. So it says the lawsuit describes a pattern of policies that regulate Black franchises to less profitable restaurants in high-risk urban areas and provide them with less support than their counterparts. Here are the key issues Black franchises are facing and alleging. Discrimination in restaurants, assignment, and support. Y'all, I had no idea it was going to get this dark. I just knew based on how the woman on the news was saying, how she was reading those lines about McDonald's, that it was something more. That's crazy. Lower profit locations. It says Black franchises claim they are constantly steered towards acquiring older, underperforming restaurants in economically devastating communities with higher security, insurance, and maintenance costs. It's like the schools. Shouts out to Abbott Elementary, where they make it work. What's going on the Hendon? Another moo morning, sis. What's going on? How's you and the family doing? Shouts out to you and yours and your community over there on your YouTube channel. Always dropping knowledge, always dropping jewels. Many successes on your channel, because it's tough for YouTube platformers who are peaceful, creative, drama-free. They make it a little tougher for us, so I applaud you and your family for striving to make your YouTube channel work. Good morning to all of you fine people. It is 7:01 a.m. in the morning here, and I found out more information on what's going on with McDonald's. It's not just those value meals. Right now, I'm under the category where it says discrimination in the restaurant agreement and support. Lower profit locations, unequal growth opportunities. The lawsuits allege that Black owners are systemically denied the chance to purchase more profitable restaurants in affluent, predominantly Caucasian neighborhoods. That's where I think they went wrong at. Instead, these more lucrative locations are often sold to Caucasian operators. Why not stay in your community with your people to show strength and community? Why do you always want to go over there? Show them what strength, endurance, creativity, innovation, and staying power has. So I don't like this lawsuit too much, because to me, it's like they're whining and complaining because they want to go where it's good. Make where you are a gem. For example, when I was growing up, a lot of people complained that they didn't want a fixer-upper house. They complained, I don't want to live in that raggedy, broke-down house. You can have it. I'm like, and will, because if it's cheaper, it's lower and it's mine. It's so sad how many people think this way. Make it work like Abbott Elementary. So some of this, I think, falls on them. Don't rest all this on McDonald's. If anything, work together. You franchise African American people who own McDonald's. See this as a, quote, issue. Make a choice to say, let's work on a couple McDonald's at a time together to make this McDonald's in our community thrive. And then we branch off from there. But if you want to have your own little castle like Super Mario Brothers and like, this my land, mine's only, and be the kingpin of your domain in McDonald's, that's why we're not making it. Divided we fall, together we are strong. And that's exactly how I see it, unfortunately, with these African American people. This my McDonald's. It can be saved. This is a situation that you guys should handle amongst yourselves. Worst financial outcomes. Me too. The Hendon said, right on, sis. I see a diamond in the old stuff. That's where the treasure lies. People don't want to see it until it's too late. And when it's too late, it really do be. It do be. It makes me sad to read that the people are complaining about this. They have the answer in their hands. They have been given a franchise. And check this out. They're not even taking it away from them. I just read that, unfortunately, in Israel, 225 franchises have been taken away from them because the McDonald's, corporate McDonald's over here in the USA didn't like how the Israel people were giving away free food to their soldiers and people. So they snatched up all their franchises. That's trash. So us, the African American people, are complaining because they don't like the location. I think they need to see the picture clearer. You still have blessings over here. They didn't snatch away your franchise. You still have a building. You still can make this work. I'm upset with my people, those particular people, because it could be a whole lot worse. As a result of receiving less profitable locations, black franchises have, on average, significantly lower annual sales than Caucasian franchises. A 2029, I don't even want to read any more of this. That is what it is. People, you have a McDonald's franchise, make it work and count your blessings. Moving on, let's see what else we have in this long list of stuff that's going on with McDonald's. Let me see. 2020, what happened? It says here, in 2020, the lawsuit by 52 former franchises, the lawsuit seeking up to $1 billion in damages, made similar allegations, here we go, that black owners were forced into low-profit areas and denied equal opportunity. A federal judge dismissed the case in October 2020, but gave the plaintiffs time to file an amended complaint. I would dismiss the case and give them consulting business etiquette 101, a powwow to say, you still have, like Hendon said, you have a diamond in the rough here. You aren't seeing exactly the gift that you have in your hands. I'd move on to, I'd dismiss the case as well. That can be salvaged. Let me see if I can find something else apart from racial discrimination. Blah, blah, blah. Recent developments. In DEI rollbacks, the situation was further inflated by McDonald's decision in January 2025 to scale back DEI, including ending diversity goals for senior leadership. And this, once again, boycotting support in June 2025. The same group of over... Come on, people. That's the same stuff. Official denials. McDonald's has reportedly denied the allegations in the lawsuit. In response to the June 2025 boycott, a company statement called the discrimination claims false and a desperate publicity stunt by lawyers. McDonald's maintained it's committed to diversity and stands by its franchise vetting process. Like I said, with McDonald's, I really didn't know about this whole DEI thing with McDonald's. I just thought McDonald's was for the people, the working class people, to have good food on the fly at a value price. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. On this he said, she said, black people, white people stuff. No. We are here for one cause, to serve you working class people, to have a good time, to come out here, have a good time with your family, friends, grab a burger, and chill. Moving forward, altogether though, McDonald's, I am very disappointed with you snatching all those McDonald's away from the people in the name of saving money. So I see why McDonald's is in trouble, and it's not just a value meal. McDonald's is trying to salvage and save face. Do you think McDonald's will ever turn around? I'm thinking of a question right now, so I can ask AI overview to summarize all this in a nice, neat bow. Will McDonald's change their ways? Let's see what it'll say. Ooh. I put here, will McDonald's change their ways? This is what AI overview said in summary. It is highly unlikely that McDonald's will make substantial changes regarding the discrimination lawsuit and DEI rollbacks, at least not without being legally forced to do so. The company has consistently denied allegations of racial discrimination and has dismissed the lawsuit as a publicity stunt. Thank you guys for the love and support. I see the little emojis going. That means a lot. Thank you for liking and sharing this here. Furthermore, its decision to scale back DEI efforts is part of a wider corporate trend following legal and political pressure. Continued details. And then summary. Respond to racial discrimination lawsuits. Continued denials. Deny. When I'm watching like TV and it's kind of when it's done in like a comical spin of comedians acting like the sharks, which are lawyers, they'll show like behind the scenes of the lawyers talking about, they're guilty, they did it, I know they did it, but we're supposed to deny. This is what McDonald's is on. They're getting their denial on. Denial, the river that my aunts and uncles always like to float on. The river of denial. Continued denials. McDonald's has consistently denied the allegations of systemic discrimination against African American franchises, despite multiple lawsuits detailing similar grievances. Denounced as a stunt. In response to a 2025 lawsuit filed by black farmer operators, the company called the claims false and a desperate publicity stunt. Out of court settlements. What happened? While McDonald's has settled some individual discrimination cases in the past, including buying out franchises like Herb Washington. What? These are typically confidential and do not represent an admission of wrongdoing. Oh boy, here we go. Don't you just love the fancy ways they talk to skate around being guilty? I didn't do that, really? Who's to say that I did that? Oh boy, you did it. You're talking scary. Legal obstacles. In 2022, a federal judge dismissed a similar lawsuit filed by 52 black former franchises. Though the plaintiffs were given an opportunity to file an amended complaint, the company's legal defense is ongoing and may continue for years. Wow. McDonald's is in trouble. Shouts out Bernie Mac. What? Focus on legal compliance. A comprehensive civil rights audit was cited as a reason for the strategic shift, emphasizing legal compliance over ambitious diversity goals. McDonald's is in some deep trouble. I'll look for change. Meaningful change from McDonald's on these issues is unlikely. Dang. AI overview continues to nail it on home. Meaningful change from McDonald's on these issues is unlikely to be initiated voluntarily. Any significant shift will most likely depend on the following: a major legal judgment in favor of the franchise that forces the company to alter its practices, so they'll have to do it by force. The only way McDonald's will change is if the judge forces us to do it. That's a sad shame. Sustained boycotts, widespread long-term boycotts that significantly impact the company's revenue and shareholder. So they're saying these are the 3 reasons that McDonald's would change, because they're not budging. Widespread long-term boycotts. I didn't even know they boycotted McDonald's, y'all. I read earlier that there was they boycotted McDonald's. I didn't see that. The only thing I saw was them getting on target. And lastly, shifting corporate priorities. Major institutional investors prioritizing diversity might pressure the company. Some investors have expressed disappointment with the DEI rollbacks. Wow. So some of the investors with McDonald's aren't even on board with that. So, wow, how do the McDonald's investors feel? How do the investors of McDonald's feel about all of the trouble? I asked AI overview because I'm curious about this. In general, investors have reached negatively to the various troubles at McDonald's. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me fix this here and put some more things in here. This is sad, McDonald's. Did someone order the sad meal? Yes, 2 sad meals for me, please. 2 sad meals. Now, if I order the sad meals, will they be cheaper than the happy meals? A fraction of the price. Well, give me 2 sad meals to go. That's not cool. Introducing McDonald's. We are introducing the sad meal. Sad meal. Da-da-da. Talk about the real sad meal. Da-da. Sad meal. Da-da-da. Talk about the sad meal. At a discount price. Da-da-da. You get a sad meal too. So I asked AI overview, how do the investors of McDonald's feel about all of the trouble? Because that's important since the investors are involved. In general, investors have reached negatively to the various troubles at McDonald's, as these issues present both short-term and long-term risks to the company's financial performance and reputation. The different controversies have collectively lowered sales expectations and reduced confidence in the company's ability to navigate current market headwinds. Oh no, the investors aren't liking what they're seeing. Short-term concerns and reactions. Sales slumps. Investors reacted with concern to the first quarter of 2025, which saw the company's largest U.S. sales decline since the pandemic. The confirmed fears that cautious consumer spending and brand fatigue are negatively impacting the bottom lines. And of course, it mentioned the boycotts. The boycotts over the Israel-Palestine conflict meaningfully impacted performance in the Middle East and other markets in 2024, causing the stock to fall after the company missed sales targets. DEI boycotts. When a week-long boycott over DEI rollbacks were called in June 2025, it came at an inopportune moment for the companies. Given the already lagging sales, investors are waiting to see full impact on earnings. Yikes, McDonald's. Long-term risk and skepticism. Now the short-term risk seem just as bad. So if those were the list of long-term risks that the investors are seeing with McDonald's, I'm curious what the long-term risks are, and I'm about to read what AI Overview generated for us. In reference to the investors' long-term risk and skepticism regarding McDonald's, number one, overvaluation. Some investment analysts believe McDonald's stock is currently overvalued. Wow. Arguing that it is priced like a growth stock despite signs of slowing earnings growth. They caution that the stock could see significant losses if the market corrects. What? Sounds like they're in a bind. Declining analyst confidence. The company's earning per share estimate have been revised downward, reflecting weakening analyst confidence in its near-term prospects. We're approaching the end of the year, McDonald's. Are we going to have a handful more people leaving, you guys? Underperforming competitors. Investors have noticed that unlike some competitors, i.e. Chipotle, Canva, Wingstop, shouts out Wingstop, McDonald's is losing market share. This suggests the company's problems go deeper than just the general inflation. And that's what I was saying. That's why I'm talking about it, McDonald's, again for the umpteenth time. It's not just about the value menu. It's something more going on with McDonald's. And unfortunately, I'm finding it out today. They're making some bad power moves behind the scenes, and it's stirring up a nasty pot, and it's getting them into some legal trouble. They made a power move, and it caused, from what I'm gathering, a lot of people to lose their jobs. So I lost my place. Let me find it. So once again, McDonald's is losing market share. This suggests the company's problems go deeper than just general inflation. Yes. Stock buybacks and debt. Analysts have raised concerns that the company's growth has relied partly on debt-funded buybacks at elevated valuations, end quote. A strategy they see as unsustainable. Legal challenges. Shareholder groups have sued the company over its handling of misconduct scandals involving McDonald's. Listen to this, y'all. Legal challenges. Shareholder groups have sued the company over its handling of misconduct scandals involving executive and child labor violations at franchises. Investors argue these scandals damage the company's reputation and threatens its bottom line. I'm getting dizzy after reading that one. McDonald's, you in heckified trouble. You about to get fried up, died, and laid to the side. And as I eat my cereal and take a break, I like what it says. Oh yes, this is deeper than value meals. It goes to the value of morality now. That's where it's at. It's in their core. McDonald's morality core is sick. And apparently they couldn't get it under control. And now we're seeing it even more. Oh, and on the bright side, we have potential positive investor takeaways. Let's read what they are gleaming out of this. Let's see what McDonald's investors are turning. Let's see how the McDonald's investors are turning their lemons into lemonade. For potential investor takeaways, resilience. Some analysts hold that McDonald's has a strong brand and reliable cash flow that may help it navigate through market conditions. Strategic Strategic initiatives. Initiatives is spelled INITIATIVES. Now, don't that sound like a rap song? INITIATIVES. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Initiative. Go. Let's go. Initiative. The company has implemented new value deals and other marketing initiatives to combat the consumer spending slowdown, which some see as a promising strategy. Yes, they did include value meals, but it's not kicking off right. The first thing they did wrong was not to release all the value meals at the same time. Last time I talked about McDonald's was maybe 2 weeks ago, so it seems. They have a release schedule for the value meal release. Who has a value meal release launch date? Value meals mean MEALS. That's plural. Value meals. Release them all, not just one a month. And then they release the value meal that's released is the Big Mac meal. And I read on the computer today that this time last year, the McDonald's was in trouble with the Big Mac meal for some type of alleged E. coli outbreak in the Big Mac meal. So why would you lead with that one? I think it was best to just lead them all out at the same time. So is McDonald's being that tight for its penny pinching, or are their financial wells running dry for real and they're paying more people out of court than they let on? If they're paying people out of court or settling out of court, let's just say, there is some deep sludge. It's some deep sludge. Skepticism towards boycotts. Some observers believe that consumer boycotts are unlikely to force major policy changes unless they significantly and durably impact profitability. So boycott harder, then they'll reconsider. So apparently the people who feel some type of way about McDonald's, y'all not boycotting hard enough, because until further notice, they're going to keep running you over. They point to the strength of McDonald's brand and franchise structure. So those are the takeaways that McDonald's investors have collaborated with on trying to find a clear lining or silver lining with their investment. One, AI responses may include mistakes for financial advice. Consult a professional. Once again, AI responses may include mistakes for financial advice. Thank you so much for providing that information. Let me deviate over here really quickly to see what I have going on. I repeated this topic not for my love for McDonald's, that's the strong word in reference to McDonald's. I do like McDonald's and I do enjoy their food, but I kept circling around the whole McDonald's topic because, to my confirmation now, there's something more going on underneath the surface. And that's exactly what it is. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to be like, don't go to McDonald's. I'm not the one or the two for that. But all I'm saying is, when you go to McDonald's, just consider the things that are going on behind the scenes. Just in a sense of awareness. And it's a sad shame, right? Shame on you, corporate McDonald's, for being nasty to those people. Thank you guys. I have some new subscribers on deck. You guys, we have come a mighty long way. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. It's like Christmas every day when I get on here. And I just I had to be nosy to check. Let me see where I'm at over here. Let me minimize this and go back and be sure I said everything I wanted to say and ask all the questions I wanted to ask in reference to McDonald's. So yeah, the investors have a list of long-term risk and short-term risk. So I'm wondering what they're going to do. When is it the last day to end? Let me ask this question and see what comes up. As it loads, wow, here it is. So in reference to the stock people and their concerns of, you know, the state of where McDonald's is going, I asked this: when is it the last day to buy stock in McDonald's? For up dividend payments of $1.77 per share, comma, the last day to buy McDonald's stock and still be eligible for the dividend was September 1st, 2025. This is because the ex-dividend date was September 2nd, 2025. Key dividend dates for McDonald's in September 2025. Ex-dividend date September 2nd, 2025. If you purchase shares on or after this date, you are not eligible for the upcoming dividend payment. Record date September 2nd, 2025. This is the date McDonald's used to determine which shareholders were eligible to receive the dividend. Wow. Payment date September 16th. That's today, guys. Payment date September 16, 2025. This is the date the dividend payment was dispersed to eligible shareholders. So according to AI Overview, the people who invested into McDonald's, they're receiving their payouts today. So having said all this stuff that's going on behind the scenes and under the surface, or let's say going on in the basement of McDonald's, that the world isn't really seeing, how do you guys feel about your return this quarter with McDonald's? Are you happy with what you invested in? How do you feel about them turning the car around between now and next year? Do you think McDonald's is moving forward in the right direction? I say yes, I think McDonald's is moving in the right direction. However, the speed is so slow, it gives off that they don't even care about the investors. It doesn't ring off urgency. So, having said that, once again, the people who've received their payment today, their dividend payouts from McDonald's, how do you feel about what you got back? Are you willing to pour more money into McDonald's or a little less this time around? From the outside looking in, McDonald's is trash on how they are handling their marketing campaign to ensure that all the investors get what they put in for. Moving forward, according to AI Overview, general explanation of key dividend dates, ex-dividend dates, the cutoff date set by the stock exchange for determining who receives the next dividend payment. If you buy shares on or after the ex-dividend date, you will not receive the upcoming dividend. And that just happened. That happened on the 1st. Like that was the last day. Record date, the date set by the company to determine which shareholders are officially listed as owners and therefore eligible for the dividend. And payment date, the date the company actually distributes the dividend payment to eligible shareholders. Important notes for dividend investors by way of McDonald's, those of you who are invested in there. AI responses may include mistakes. For financial advice, consult a professional. Once again, AI responses may include mistakes. For financial advice, please consult a professional. But moving forward into this, it says here, important notes for dividend investors. Eligibility for dividends. To be eligible for a dividend payment, you must own the stock before the ex-dividend date. Stock price adjustment. Let me read that again. Eligibility for dividends. To be eligible for a dividend payment, you must own the stock before the ex-dividend date, guys. Stock price adjustments. On the ex-dividend date, the stock price typically decreases by approximately the amount of the dividend payment. And lastly, dividend yield. McDonald's dividend yield is 2.32% based on its annual dividend of $7.08 per share and stock prices of $305.40 on September 5th, 2025. Having said that, once again, how do you guys feel about the financial turn of McDonald's? Are you willing to invest in them again or put your finances somewhere else? After all, the choice is yours. So that was a good question. Once again, AI responses may include mistakes. For financial advice, please consult a professional. As I sit here in silence, letting all that soak in, this is serious, guys. This is, to me, this is a heavy. Everyone received their payouts who invested in McDonald's today, September 16th. Based on that, and how McDonald's is carrying themselves with the legal issues, their campaign rollouts, how they're handling issues behind the scenes, and overall collectively the way the world is turning, which way are you gonna go? This was a good article, and I'm glad I thought of that question. There's some follow-up down questions down here that read, why does the stock price decrease on the ex-dividend date? Elaborate on how McDonald's determines its dividend payout ratio. And then lastly, it asks, I'd like to see a comparison of their dividend yield to other fast food chains. Those are questions if you guys want to do further research on your own in reference to that. Those are food for thought questions generated by the computer to help you continue to go down this thought process. I am very happy that I've come to the conclusion of this whole McDonald's search. That was the reason why I kept bringing it up. You know, when there's something going on, like with news stories or something, and you keep circling back to it, it's like there's something more to it. It's not like you're necessarily, or should I say, it's not like I'm necessarily looking for a flaw or problem or reasons to pick at something or someone. It's just like, in order for me to make a valid decision, I need you to tell me the important stuff. And McDonald's wasn't telling us the important stuff, at least when I was getting the information. So now that I found it, perhaps I could rest my case on this whole McDonald's thing, but the world will never know. The whole reason I started this video today, excuse me, thank you. Excuse me, thank you very much. The whole reason I started talking about this whole McDonald's, are they in trouble, is because last week on the news, the way the lady was talking about McDonald's, it was as if that wasn't all McDonald's was doing, was jacking up the prices. So I had to look and see, is McDonald's in trouble? And yes, they are. Definitely behind the scenes and specifically under the basement on how they do business and handle people collectively. Shouts out to all my McDonald's workers and fast food chain workers who are holding the line down. It's a good job, it's honest living, and you can make something out of it. Shouts out to all of the ones who had their franchises unfortunately taken away from them. I hope you find a way to band together to make your own restaurant and do better, and do way better than everyone else in that regards. This was a very eye-opening McDonald's conversation. I got to kick it with my cool peeps, y'all, in the replay gang, It was such a vibe in here today. I had no idea that the today's morning mood was gonna be filled with my cool peeps talking about random food restaurants. 88 was like his mom would say I had to eat McDonald's at home, but thankfully she knew how to cook, so he didn't have too much to worry about. We had Chile in the house, Tarsus in the house, Owls in the house, the Hendon and his family in the house. We had YouTube India in the house. All the cool people in here. On Mondays and Tuesdays, you get Morning Moo, helping you power through your work week. What's going on, Last Phoenix Guard? Hi, how are you doing? Good morning to you. I'm having a good time. I'm doing a recap summary of all the cool things that happened today in this morning's live stream on September 16, 2025. So Monday and Tuesday you get the cow moo, helping you power through your week. Wednesday you get exploring the YouTube babo. Well, what I do is go over the YouTube rules and guidelines and stuff, because to me they're always changing, and I try to study and keep myself abreast with the ever churning YouTube changes. On Thursday you get myself, and I'm dressed up in regular clothes looking like a normal person. There may be a day though on Thursdays where I want to be in a different costume, but that's okay because it's something different. It's random from the other costumes I usually wear. And on Fridays, you get your boy Hercules the shark. And he sings, he like, this is the shark, this is the show, this is the show, this is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. This is the shark, this is the show, this is the show, this is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. It's a whole thing over there. He has his own little dance. So if you like going under the sea and you like the water and the beach and stuff, tune in on Fish Fry Fridays with Hercules the shark, or should I say Hercules the shark with Fish Fry Fridays, and you'll see him on there hanging out. And eat my cereal.
48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 2.
Will you sit down? So that's everything. Let me put my closing remarks. Oh heck. For the survey. How are you doing today in the survey I have? I'll be fine after it's supposed to be a coffee. I just realized that, so it look like iced coffee. But either way, I'll be fine after a coffee. It's half and half. Half of you said I'll be fine after a coffee, and half of you said look forward to the weekend. I'm the cool peeps, and I voted for I look forward to the weekend. I definitely look forward to the weekend. I'm going to end the poll right there. I like when you guys participate in the survey because it's fun. I like to see what's on your mind, and I provide input when needed. What's going on, Megan? I saw early this morning when I was, logging in, I saw, what is it, Sonic 4? Is it your Sonic 4 video where you made a Sonic poster on Pixar? I saw that one. So I was able to get in there. I try to touch bases when I can on my subscribers' videos, and if anything, at least comment on the shorts, just to show some love and support and show that I see you just as much as you see me. I have a certain schedule with a certain amount of time when I get off my live stream to do a lot of things behind the scenes. But yes, Megan, I did see the video, and I definitely commented on that one. I like that, and I use Pixar. I really enjoy using that application. And they did a new update. My phone was able to accept the update, and I was happy about it because what I'm remembering is it allowed me to it put more templates into my app. Yes, I did. It is the The video I commented on was when you made a Sonic the Hedgehog poster from the Pixar app. I commented too. Y'all, and good morning to you. How are you doing today? It is 7:43 a.m. on the glorious Taco Tuesday, September 16, 2025. I'm gonna sip some water. I don't want to just go off like that, but I am winding down. Why not do my wind down here? Yup, I like the poster. I like how you picked the background on there. It actually seems like it could be for that movie. I'm thinking back right now with the purple and stuff and with the ring. You did a good job making that poster. It's good to actually watch creativity done in that way. I do follow, let me open up my desktop right now, because I want to say the name correctly. McClang Art. There's a artist that's a subscriber on the platform here, and what she does is do watercolors, and I enjoy watching McClang Art. She paints watercolors behind music. Y'all, it's a lot of talent out here. The Hendon just made it back, sis. Had to unload my truck. I'm going live also at 10 this morning. Bravo! Early bird gets the worm, man. You know, get you a good schedule going and a momentum. Live life on the road. Live stream while you're working. Get that good stream in. Infuse it with your day-to-day task and working with your family. It's the best vibe ever. Okay, so let me see what time it is here. 7:45. I will definitely put the notifications on, but I'm being as honest as I can be. If I don't hit that live, I'm definitely on the replay, and I will leave a comment so you know that I was there. So that's what's up. You did. I saw that when I woke up this morning. I saw it. I'm like, no, you did not go live. Stepping it up a notch. Welcome to the live stream vibe. It's where it's at, you know. I'm glad to see you stepping it up. Getting more into this YouTube life. That's good. It's a bold move to get on here, and nowadays to show your face and speak your mind and have a good time and be yourself. You know, it's a whole thing out here. It takes some type of strength. So shout out to all my cool peeps who are on YouTube, making a difference in any positive way they can. That's where it's at. Wow. So yes, that's everything. I wanted to wind down on here before I just dipped out. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything, and I'm also giving time for you guys to, you know, chat with me a little bit before I leave. But today's article or topic was great. It was fulfilling because I finally got to the bottom of, at least to me, got to the bottom of enough of what's going on with McDonald's. It's like, you know, when you're in high school, you had peer-to-peer counseling, and the girls are fighting amongst themselves, and you're like, I know that's not the issue of what's going on. You're just using that as a launching pad because you're not addressing the deeper issue. That's what was going on with McDonald's. That's how I felt about McDonald's, which is why I kept coming back to it. Come to find out, it's a lot going on with McDonald's in the basement of it all. Hello, welcome in from Greece. Wow. Welcome in, Larissa from Greece. The Hendon said, I don't eat at McDonald's no more. That food scares me. Hey, I understand. Especially the crystallized fries. What magic. Now, Disney will tell us so we can keep going back there. Oh, that's the magic in the McDonald's food. I understand. You know, I did complain a lot. I kind of wept a little bit. I did a reverse cry because I missed their salads. I really, really enjoyed McDonald's salads. I would get the McDonald's salad, and I would get the chicken strips and some fries. And it would be so much food, I would have enough left over for dinner. The salad was big, so I would split it down in half eat my fries and save a chicken strip for a nice dinner or something, or at least for tomorrow's lunch, or split it with the family. You know, like y'all want a snack, I have some leftovers from McDonald's, which is a salad and a chicken strip. Hey, that's poison in McDonald's. Yeah, I've heard that. In my mind, you know, it's everywhere. So it's like, pick your poison. So I'm here with you all the way on that, you know, and listen to your body. Your body could be like, if you eat that one more time, if me and you gonna fight. And some people's bodies be like, you know, we got a couple more years in the tank, you know, you can keep going here. You know, it's like that. The blue sound said, I'd be hecka mad if I had to share a chicken strip. You get one chicken strip. And if you make me real mad, I'm going to cut that chicken strip in half. So I'm getting half of a chicken strip. You're getting half a chicken strip. Now sit down. Those fighting words. You get one chicken strip. Make that half. Megan likes Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is good. Shouts out to the waffle fries. But on the real though, I like Ida's waffle fries, but they are pricey. So I always revert to Great Value fries from Walmart. Lately, the last 2 bags of waffle fries that my family and I got, the waffle fries were cut up really well in the Walmart's waffle fries, so I couldn't complain. So yeah, deep fry them. Do you guys use the air cooker when you use your when you're cooking French fries, like frozen fries? Do you dip them in the grease, bake them in the oven, or do you use an air fryer? There are some days, more often than not, I like the taste of greasy fries, dipped and saturated in grease. And if I feel guilty, I'll just drink a green drink after it and be like, well, I did my due diligence. I'm going back outside to sit down. Now, LA, you're being the bad influence if you want to teach people to eat nutrition. Just eat a bowl of oatmeal every day. Cholesterol check and moving forward. Man, come on. You know what I'm saying? I cannot. But yeah, I do enjoy a greasy burger, some greasy fries. But it's about where you want to go. Now, oh my gosh. TGI Fridays, their burgers are on point. Magnificent. I'm like, give me 12 of them and that's it. I'll see y'all in 4 months. The blue sound said, I just bake a potato and eat it like an apple. Word. It's convenient. It is so convenient. It's kind of right up there with the, you have granola bars and you have power bars. Those power bars have more substance on them, like a protein bar. So you get your baked potato, you wrap it in foil and put it in your cargo pants, your cargo shorts. It's a snack on the go. What else was I talking about that was a snack on the go? The McDonald's breakfast wrap. Boy, I love cargo pants, especially when you go into the movies. You go to get you a breakfast wrap or a burrito or something. You put that in your pocket and go to the movies, and there's your snack, bada bing. Or heck, a baked potato. You have it, you let it cool down, wrap it in some foil, then you take it out, and like you said, like the blood sound said, you just peel the foil back and eat. It is good. I eat my potatoes like that too. There's days when I get into this potato baking batch mode. I didn't say the cuss word. I said B as in basketball, A as in apple, batch mode, where I scrub like 6 to 8 potatoes, scrub them up, lightly salted, sea salt, and some butter. Put them in the oven, and I, let them do his thing. Let him do his thing. I let him do his thing. I let the potatoes do their thing. And I let them cool, and then I wrap them up. And it's just like a to-go snack. It's like baked potatoes on the counter or in the fridge. Y'all just grab and go. It's such a convenient, guilt-free vibe. Unless you dip it in some cheese sauce. Hey, you ever dip your baked potato with some nacho cheese sauce and just walk around like, how y'all doing? Yeah, girl. It's hard out here. Had to give me a power snack. It's good. I just bake potato and eat it like an apple. The blue sound said, I do that. Yeah, I'll stop talking to somebody and lean over to take a bite of a sandwich or potato in the middle of the conversation. Well, you gotta eat or you're gonna waste away. What they want you to do? Be starving while they talking 24 hours? I'll be up here eating cereal. Sometimes y'all catch me if I cannot hold on. I'll bring out some ramen noodles and be like, y'all, I'm hungry. I just gotta eat. But yeah, speaking of eating, I'm almost down to my last. I have Fruit Loops, and I come on here and I chat and I vibe with you guys. Baked potatoes are the wave of the future, especially when you can catch them on Manager Special when they have wrapped up in those meat packs. Meat packs. No, for real though, like when you go to those grocery stores and they have fruit and vegetables that they couldn't sell, or kind of look some type of way, they put them in a meat pack and put Manager Special on them. You get those, boy, you living in the lap of luxury for a couple of days. Scrub up them potatoes, put them in your pocket. Ladies, put them in your purse. Just let the potato cool off first. But if you don't have time, just put it in a Tupperware and go. I found this cow onesie at Goodwill. In fact, I found all of my onesies at Goodwill. Goodwill? Yeah, on the web. I'm going around Goodwill. I ain't looking for nothing in particular. And then I stumbled upon the onesie. Yes, sirree, Bob. But you can go on Amazon, because I looked them up too. I'm like, well, where did the person who donated this onesie get this onesie from, right? Because I might want another one. And another one.
And another one. And another one. And another one.
So yeah, you can get them on at Goodwill, or you can get them on Amazon, because I looked to see where I can get a replacement onesie. So they on Amazon too. I had to look him up. I misplaced the box. The box is in my folder of who this guy is. He's from a role-playing game. He's from a role-playing video game played on desktop. But yeah, he's an actual character, and he be popping up on the live.
I'll be popping up on the live, popping up. What's going on, Jake P? What's going on, Hendon? How you doing, the Blue Cell? How y'all doing, Megan, Elise? Show me some love.
Wow. Excuse him. He gonna scare my community away. They gonna be like, she ain't on 1, she on 5. Oh man, thank you guys for coming in. I'm having a good time. This is where the cool people hang out. Yeah, sometimes it gets serious. Such is life. We grown. We gotta acknowledge the fact that one day soon, when we open up our back window, we gon' see a UFO back there. Oh boy. Moving forward, it is what it is. I'm happy to be hanging out with you guys, chilling. This is what I wanted to do after talking about McDonald's and stuff. I didn't want to just leave. I wanted to power down and unwind and let you guys come in so we can kick it a beat and just ramble on, and I commune with you guys in the chat. I'm so happy that y'all are laughing, and thank you so much for getting my likes up, man. My likes were struggling over here. Struggle likes be like, hey, I need some more change in my cup, sir. Some more change in my cup, sir. Hey, help out your old granddaddy. Put some change in my cup. You know I can't tap dance no more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, DJing seems really fun. If I could remember the names of the songs. Yes, sir. If I could only remember the names of the songs. Yes, I am eating Fruit Loops. I ate Fruit Loops yesterday too. I was on Cheerios all week last week. Honey Rolls. You get you a sandwich bag, y'all. You put some cereal in there and put it in your pocket. You be good to go. You need snacks, man. We working harder out here. Working harder to find creative ways not to have to work so hard. How? Get you some snacks on the go. Remember, the name is Trouble. Trouble. Cheerios is the bomb. Oh,
he said, JP said, bomb.
Oh. Let me. He. Balls in the chat, balls in the chat, boom, balls in the chat, balls in the chat, balls in the chat, balls in the chat, boom. Balls in the chat, balls in the chat. They got all kinds of Cheerios now. I seen Frosted Blueberries yesterday. Wait a second. That sound like an oxymoron. And I know I'm using oxymoron wrong, but we here, boy. Here we is. Blueberry Cheerio sounds like an oxymoron. I am trying to figure this out in my head. It's something crossing in my head, and it's not making the connection yet. And it's making the left side of my body kind of like do this. It's like, wait a minute. What did JP just say? Blueberry what nah? Blueberry what nah?
She's seizing! She's seizing! Blueberry what?
What nah? I said what now? I said what now? I said what now? I said what now? Yes, laughter is good for the soul, man. It keeps you going, man. When times get hard, for example, aliens may show up on my back door talking about, so you got some spare sugar because my wife needs some for her cake. I'm going to be like, oh, keep me strong, Jesus. Aliens at my back door asking for a cup of sugar. Ooh, and I ain't got no money to move and relocate. Ha! What you gonna do? You better give them some sugar, girl, or they gonna zap you. You know, you're right. I'll be like, just one moment, my fine aliens. Let me go get you 2 cups of sugar. I'm back. Here you go. Ooh. Ooh. You think breathing exercise is going to help me then? Ooh. The world will never know. Man. Somebody get this girl non-caffeinated beverages.
JP, she is drinking she is drinking decaffeinated.
Dun, dun, dun. If she is or if she ain't decaffeinated, I am on decaffeinated. Boo, ba-doo, ba-doo, boo, boo, boo. Ooh. Yes, I am on decaffeinated coffee.
You don't act like it.
Leave me alone. Y'all, I'm having a good day hanging out with the people, going with the vibe of the times. I'm gonna be on here for just a few more minutes because it feels like I should be. I'm very happy you guys came on when you did. When you come on, it's the right time. The Hendon, shouts out to the Hendon. He said he's going, excuse me, he's live streaming today at 10 a.m. in the morning. If you don't catch him 10 a.m. in the morning, you know, there's always replay gang all day. And the other videos he's got up there dropping jewels on how to survive and be a regular functioning person. We have Tarsus in the heat, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tarsus. Tarsus got hungry during the live stream and had to go eat some food and left. It was funny. Earlier, about 2.5 hours ago, we were talking about rallies, checkers, yes, they're one and the same, White Castle, hamburgers, cheeseburgers,
You name it.
and Tarsus was like, I gotta leave, y'all. I gotta go eat some food. I got hungry too, but I couldn't just leave. I had to stay here and eat cereal and have the show go on. Thank you so much. May you lead the life, have a wonderful and great day, and I wish you the best of the best of luck. Thank you. Same to you and everybody who's in here and who comes through the replay game. I appreciate all you guys' support and giving of your time, because time finally transcends to money. Your time is money. It's very valuable. I don't know what took the world to get up to our level to always know that time was money, but now due to social media where time is money, they finally understand the value of us giving time to one another. Isn't it a sad shame? We've been spinning around on this planet allegedly for over 1 million years, and the nation is finally realizing that spending time with one another is valuable. I cannot. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for having a good day. Thank you for coming in. Wow, what's going on, Dylan McDaniel? Hello, welcome into the show. I'm hanging out with my cool peeps for a bit, spending time with them. I finished talking about today's topic, which was McDonald's. We're bidding everyone warm wishes, having a good day, and just wrapping up another good show. Thank you so much for coming in. Shouts out to everyone who came into the live stream. I had a really good day. Tomorrow I'll be on. I'll be dressed up as a ladybug, and I'll be talking about YouTube stuff on there. So if you're interested, I'll be on tomorrow, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Having another good day. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm going to put this in here. Where is this little quote thing? Wow, guys, I feel really great. I always feel really great, but today is something special. And you know what? We're not even gaming. One of the joys of gaming, if you're into gaming, whether you're good or not, is having people to talk with. That's the whole purpose. It's a gathering and just kicking it and having a good time with people while you're doing your thing day in and day out. No different from high school when you shooting the breeze with your friends and stuff. So yes, the blue sound, I'm glad I was able to make all you laugh. Shouts out to the blue sound. Once again, shouts out to Elay TV. I don't know, y'all, every time I log into my live streams, LA is always there in the chat saying hi. I'm gonna have to file a complaint. I mean, every single time I'm on live stream, LA is there. I'm like, wow. LA. But shouts out to the Bloop Sound. Shouts out to LA TV. Shouts out to Tarsus, Dylan, McDaniel, JP. Thank you for the Hendon for coming in. Chile in the Hazer. What's up, Chile? Thank you, Megan, for coming in and sharing your video with me. Shouts out to YouTube in India and everyone else. Now I'm feeling like it's a great time to start winding down. You guys have anything else you want to share in addition before I leave? If not, I'll get ready to wrap up the live stream. Wow, I'm having so much fun. Wow. All right, having said that, I'm going to try to do the Morning Moose sign off song without laughing. I didn't make it yesterday. I kept laughing. Here we go. Here's the sign off song. 3, 2, 1. A shoo murmur mur. Shoo murmur mur. A shoo murmur shoo murmur mur mur mur. Murr. Sure, murr. All right. Thank you guys. Be safe. God bless. I love y'all. Take care.